Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Let's go!
Hi, everybody.
G'day.
We caught up with Curtis Stone from MKR today.
Yeah, he was a
that's
good
great.
shout, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Andy Brayshaw from the Dockers joins us. He won an award last night. It was a good one.
We could never do it, but imagine being bold enough to walk up to someone and say, hey, can I have that, like, for free with no money? We find out that it's probably a really good idea.
Yeah, that's true. And there was a bit of drama in the McManus household the other day.
Yeah, a bit of an explosion, a bit of self-destruction.
And
For me to say.
you're going to find out why Sean is booking into the Stamford Hotel.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
How bold are you for asking for things?
I've got all my hair.
Hey.
Because I get really shy and
Yeah, yes.
I don't like.
You don't like to
I would
complain
never
about
ask
things
for.
you don't-
I wouldn't complain. I'd never ask for a discount.
No.
I'd never
No, I'm
say
the
what's the
same.
best price you can do on something like that.
Yeah.
I would definitely never ask for anything for free.
No.
No.
I just couldn't do it.
Sean, don't say no like you wouldn't do it. You would do that in a heartbeat.
Okay, no.
I just
think I've
couldn't
asked the
even
best price
muster it
before.
up.
Never.
I remember when I was over in Bali, I couldn't even barter.
No, I'm
no,
not great at
into
that
it.
either.
I'm just,
I'm just like, oh yeah, take all my money.
I'd give one thing and then they would counter and I'd go, okay. Like, I have no back and forth.
I would have to pull mum and dad in, and mum and dad, when they go overseas and there's a situation to barter, they just turn into heartless, stone cold creatures where they just like don't want this person to make any money.
It's a bit of a sport, though, in that sense. For
Oh,
those
I know,
it's
but
people.
then you
terrible.
go,
It's terrible. I always think
doing
about-
them out of 50 cents and
Yes.
they're living in poverty.
I know
You
it's,
go, I can't
that's
break
what
it.
I cannot. You know what?
Maybe-
You can't think of the end goal for those people.
No.
You just have to think about yourself in the moment. You can't have any empathy towards who you're trying to take the bargain from.
I think, though, Natalie, it's the one place where you feel like, say in and around Perth, you would never do that. But so then you just come out fighting.
Because they're a third world country and the people live in poverty.
Oh, that's how
You
the
think,
economy works.
Oh,
That's
I
bartering.
need to
No, but then
exploit
10 of them hop on a moped and go home. And it's like, no.
And you've just done them out of 50 cents and it took an hour and a half. No, thank you.
10 people on one moped. I want
that
them
is
to be able to
impressive,
buy
mate.
another moped so they can do 5x5. So a Melbourne mum, right? So she was at Coles and she went up and she asked if she could take 4 bunches of flowers that were just about to be past their use by date. They were $25 each at full price. She asked if she could have them for free. She goes, these are...
Because they're done.
Yeah, these are done.
They would be thrown out that day anyway.
Yeah. Can I have these for free? And the employer allowed her to take the flowers for free on the basis that she wouldn't complain if they died days later.
As if you would complain when you just
Wow.
got them for free.
So she saw the date. She went.
So she got
asked.
$100 worth of flowers, and she said. So she went up and she goes, "Can I get these for free? They're about to expire. Can I have them for free?" And I went, "Yeah, no worries."
It's essentially...
I could never in a million years do it.
It's dumpster diving, but without... It's just cutting out the middleman of the dumpster. So you're getting the stuff just before it gets thrown out.
He couldn't do it. Could never ask for anything.
I would
for
I wonder
never
if
free.
she
ask
does
for
it with
that.
other things. She must have done it before, maybe.
I don't
and had
know.
success.
Well, that's the thing. I've never asked for anything for free, and I
No.
wonder if it works. I
Yeah.
wonder if just and like not just like something small. I mean, have you gone past someone's house, seen something in their yard, and said, "Can I have that?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like, can I have that? How embarrassing if they say no. If they said no, I'd have to leave the country.
I guess if you got the front, then it doesn't really
Yes,
matter.
and
No,
then
no,
it's
but I'm
just a
saying like maybe
numbers
something in their
game.
yard, Sean. I'm not
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
like,
no,
on
I
the
get
front.
it.
I'm talking about like really like not something that's obviously being thrown out. I mean like seeing something you want of somebody's
I want
and
that.
saying I want that for free. Ready to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com?
Well, you gotta love an Aussie winter getaway, but bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, holiday rentals, flights and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Sometimes if you're bold enough to say, hey, can I have that? People go, yeah, no worries. And then you get something for free. But you've
never
got to
do
be
it.
bold enough to do it.
Could never do it. Could never be next to someone that did it.
Patrick, hello.
Hey, how you going?
Hey, good, Pat.
Do you know somebody that does this, or are you that bold?
Oh, no, I was the receiver of a bold asker.
All right.
yes, go for
So, yeah, my next door neighbour knocked on the door and said I had like a pile of gravel that I was using for my garden. I had that in the driveway. He knocked on the door and says, oh, can I have some of your gravel? And I said, well, no, I need that. And he's like, oh, what about those compost bins? Could I have one of them? I'm like, well, no, I need those too. And then he goes, Oh, what about the slabs behind the shed out the back? I'm like, no.
Well, he just kept going until he found
Stop
something you give
asking
away.
for my stuff.
Did you just say yes at the end to get rid of him? What is it?
No, I didn't. I was like, no, there's no slabs available either. Like, I felt like looking over his fence to say, hey, can I have something of yours?
Yeah,
It's like he's been like looking at everything you have and putting things in his mental cart.
Yeah, he's been
And then
casing
gone
it.
like, okay, I've added to cart. I'm ready to go to the
Yeah.
checkout.
What about
I
the
mean-
lasagna in the oven? Can I tell you that one?
It's a novel twist. You know, your neighbour knocking on your door and asking for a cup of gravel. That's new. Thanks, Patrick. Bronte, hello.
Oh, hi. How are you going?
Hey,
Right,
Bronte.
Bronte, what have you got for us?
When I was younger, I was out for dinner with my family and my mum and my dad. And at the table across from us, there was like a young couple having a birthday, celebrating a birthday. I guess it was the guy's birthday, and they had a birthday cake, and it looked really good. And my dad was like, I want a piece of their cake. So he just went over and like politely said, hi, can I please have a piece of your cake?
Did they say yes?
Yeah, they gave him a piece because it was a massive cake and there was only 2 of them. And he was like, oh.
Can I have a piece of your birthday cake?
Please, stranger.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you right now, if I was out at a restaurant and I had a birthday cake and someone came over and said that, I would say, yes, you may have a piece of my birthday cake.
You
I
would,
know,
but
but
you'd tell
Yeah, but
everybody
me and my
afterwards.
brothers were so embarrassed.
course you
Bronte,
were.
if that was my dad that did it,
mortifying.
I wouldn't even ever
You'd never
talk to
leave
him
the house again.
I'd never be seen in public with him again.
Thanks,
That
Bronte.
is so funny.
Amanda's in Scarborough. Morning, Amanda.
Morning, guys. How are we?
Hey, good, Amanda.
Is this something you do, Amanda?
I don't do it often. I did it once, but it paid off.
All right.
But there was a lady who goes to my playground that I take my child to, and her little baby was dressed in designer gear all the time. And I literally just went up to her one day and said, what do you do with all your clothes when your baby grows out of them? She's like, oh, nothing.
Oh.
And I said, well, if you want to give them to me, I would happily take them off your hands. My son's a little bit smaller than hers, and she asked me where I lived. She dropped over a whole bag of designer clothes to me.
What sort of designer clothes are we talking? What label?
I'm talking real designer clothes, Gucci and like.
No!
You name it. I got it all.
Are you joking?
I couldn't believe it.
And you
It
didn't
was
know
so
this
lovely.
woman other than seeing her at the
No,
playground?
we just saw each other at the playground occasionally, so it was amazing.
It's a gutsy call, Amanda, but
Yes.
the good thing about when people hand over baby clothes and stuff, the kids last for, they only wear them for a week or so before they grow out of them. So they're
You know what?
mostly
I'm
brand
gonna
new
give
anyway.
them to someone else. When my baby grows out of them, I'm just going to give them to someone else to kind of pass on the kindness.
Yes.
So.
Oh my God, I am. Who wants to come with me down to Peppermint Grove today for a game of Can I Have That?
Yes. And also, Amanda, I mean, her kid is always going to be just that bit ahead of your kid. So it's not a one-off. This is an ongoing situation.
This could be an
now.
ongoing thing.
Oh my God,
Amanda.
you should go and ask her for some gravel too.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're talking about when you're bold enough to say, hey, can I have that? The one time I've done this, one time, I was when I was a student, uni student, went over to a friend's house. There was a trailer out the front
Yeah.
with a fridge on the back of it. If they were taking stuff to the tip.
No, that's fine.
And I said, can I have that?
different.
That's the
Yeah,
only time.
Yeah, no, that's completely different.
And then later sold it for $50.
But being in their house, looking at the fridge they're
Yeah.
using and saying, "Can I have that?"
I know.
That's the sort of thing we're talking
could
about
never
right
do
now. Nikki's in Morley. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Nikki.
Nick.
All right. So being bold enough to say, "Hey, can I have that?" What happened?
Well, listen, my disclaimer is I'm still raging 4 years later.
Yeah.
The story.
Yes.
So I had a neighbour who moved in next door, and they bowled down the old 1960s house, and they go to put on this huge fancy house. Great. And then they presented us with the landscaping plan. So I was like, why do I care what you're doing with the garden, but whatever.
Yeah.
And the landscaping plan included taking 14 square metres of the front of our property.
What? Wait, what?
What?
Sorry? I'm like, yeah, sorry. But they were like, it'll be amazing. We'll square off your block.
Yeah.
We'll take the 14 square metres at the front and we'll put some trees in and we'll totally reticulate it for you.
So right there.
They weren't taking the land. They just wanted to put their garden on your land. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what happens is if they take it and landscape it, 2 years later, it's theirs.
Oh, so they basically wanted to take, can I have your land? Some of your land.
But Nikki,
And
so
I'll
you
I'll square it off. And my lovely, kind husband, as they stood there going, your house will look so amazing if we just square it off. And I'm like, no.
Oh, my
My
God.
husband's like, oh, yeah, let us consider that. That would look really good. I'm like, are you
joking?
insane?
So wait there.
But there's survey boundaries.
but
So if they
Yeah.
did that, so
Yeah.
you're saying if they did that
In 2 years.
in 2 years'
It's their
time,
land.
then it's their land.
Is that legal?
Yes.
Is that a law?
Yes. That's the law.
I'm
my
going to give that a go.
Oh
Yeah, right.
my
And I was like,
God.
Never thought of that.
Sorry. So now I'm at a stage, like, my friends are like, are you still telling that story? I'm like, I am on. I cannot. And they're like, okay, you need to move on. I'm
Never
like,
let it
No,
go, Nikki.
do not move on
Never
from
let
that
it go.
story because
Listen,
I will
I'm
tell
like-
that story now.
She's a young person in her 20s. I said, listen, they're going to live there for life. When she cracks her hip when she's 80, don't ring me. Don't ring me. My friends are like,
Can I just
friends.
say that is a very good thing to know because
know,
I never
it
knew
doesn't
about
seem
that.
right to me.
Oh my gosh! Is that
No,
work
it doesn't seem
But
right.
what if I give you like a pop plant to someone to kind of just take the
Yeah, that's
the area
right.
that pop plant was on?
Sean, your neighbours would mow your lawn and do your retic, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're in trouble.
All right, let's go to Leda in Allenbrook. Hi, Leda.
Hi.
Hi.
Leda.
Did you ask for something?
No, something got asked for me.
Okay,
Okay.
hit us up. What happened?
Yep. I normally took the kid out for lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
One day I took them out to Hot Pot in Morley.
Yes,
Yes.
great place.
Yep. We finished eating already, but we got some leftover meats and veggies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, the table next to us, well, a group of ladies as well,
Yeah.
come up to us and go, "Oh, is that okay if you finish? We can have your leftover."
You can't
No,
do
but
that.
you take the leftovers home, surely.
Yeah, and we actually looking at each other like me and my kids.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh, we can't say no, don't make me too mean.
You
you
can't
know.
say no.
And they go, yeah, of course, go ahead. And they actually took the plate.
Yeah.
And then one of my 16-year-olds go to me, Mum, is this supposed to be us paying or they paying? I go, yes, of course, us. But they took our stuff.
Yeah. No,
you're expected to pay.
So did they eat it there and then, or did they get it boxed up to take
Yes,
it home?
they
ate
did.
it there
They're
and
so
then.
happy.
You can't
They were so
beg
happy.
other people for their leftover food and eat it in front of them.
Because think about it, those people probably didn't even order anything at all. They
That's right.
probably ordered like 3 spring rolls or
Yes.
something and then just waited for people.
leftovers.
So how far? So you finished at the end of the meal? Were you at the end of the meal or where were you in the meal?
We
when they asked?
actually finished.
Okay.
But we were thinking about taking it home.
Yeah, of course you
Of
were.
course you were.
But Lita had that. Did you notice them before and what they were eating? Like Nathan was saying, did they just get a couple of springies or they had a meal?
I have no idea. I didn't look at that
Yeah.
table, but I don't know that.
No, you don't know
No,
that.
you don't know
Strangers who are eating your leftovers.
That makes a lot of sense. You don't know
Okay,
that.
that is the
Thanks, Lita.
next
You
level.
can't do that. You can't do
Well,
that.
apparently you can.
Carmel-
And it works.
Carmelo, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Oh,
Good,
good
Carmelo. We're hearing about really bold people that just say, can I have that? What have you got for us?
A couple of years ago, I was racing BMX, and a Olympic BMX title was at our local club doing a fundraiser.
Unreal.
So I went up, I had the balls, so I went up to him. I was like, can I have your racing bike? That's worth about $4,000. He's like, if I win this race, I'll give it to you.
What?
And he ended up winning it.
Oh, and you
You got
got
a free $4,000 bike.
What?
So I ended up with a $4,000 bike and a couple sponsorship deals from it.
Are you joking?
Dead set.
What
So he
bike?
helped me-
What brand bike was it?
I was a DK bike with all his sponsors that are giving him free
All the
parts
free-
and everything.
Unreal, Carmelo. So what
Carmelo.
level are you? What level do you ride at?
I was riding at pro level, so I was riding in Karratha,
Yeah.
Price.
Yeah.
I went to Queensland once. I've been all over. Did nationals and all that.
Carmelo,
So
these
you are the
amazing.
living embodiment of if you don't ask, you don't get. So
That's
you
it.
just went,
Yeah,
I'll just
pretty
throw it
much.
out there. If they say no, they say no.
Can
If
I have
they,
that bike if I win this next race? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can have it. And then you got given the bike. Oh, that would have been
That's amazing.
Carmelo, was that a great day? Mate.
Oh, it was amazing. So all my mates were like, screw you. Like, we wanted the bike. Like,
Of
you
course
don't
they were.
deserve it.
It's a big
You know what?
ass.
You know what
Like,
would
it's a
happen
big
then?
ass.
I know, but if they say no, you're not forcing them to say yes.
The rest of the afternoon, there's a bunch of kids running up to every
Yeah,
single
saying,
pro
"Can I have your
going,
bike?"
Can I have your bike? Can I have your bike? Can I have your bike?
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
It's been a hot minute since I've stayed at a nice hotel. What about you?
Oh, well, I was away in Italy, so I had some lovely
I was at
places.
that one in Kalgoorlie that I spent $450 a night on. I don't say it was nice.
No, I haven't stayed at. Well, I haven't stayed at hotels. Well, I was down south on the weekend, stayed at a nice joint.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
not a hotel.
Yeah.
No.
Have you heard about the Stamford Hotels and Resorts in Australia, or the package they're offering?
I think I've stayed.
Oh, yes,
haven't we
I
stayed
have.
at Stanford, or was that?
Well, Sean, I don't know. Maybe you have.
Stanford in Adelaide.
They're
Yeah, there is one
offering
in Adelaide.
they're offering what they're calling the Black Label Enhancements package.
Oh yes, I did read about this.
Yeah.
Actually
So-
made a booking.
Yes, it's available to rent at $60 a night, and it comes with this is the extra package along with
Yeah,
your
yeah,
room. It comes with a Pure Love Lounge's special curve shape lounge, which is designed to significantly enhance intimacy, increase pleasure, and revolutionise your lovemaking. This is just a normal hotel that's around Australia. It offers a vast range of exciting positions. Including advanced positions of the Kama Sutra.
Sean's got one of these at home.
It's really. It takes a while to get used to.
Yeah,
it,
that's
to be honest.
It threw you
The
back out a
hotel
couple of
also
times.
offers a personal intimacy pack. It's available for $60. A special $110 deal is offered for those who pair it with the Pure Love Lounge.
Can I just say, there is not enough spray and wipe in the world that is going to sort this situation
Can
out.
I just
Is
run
it?
through the package for you, right? The
Yes,
intimacy
please.
pack includes a vibrating egg, 3 erotic foreplay dice, and a cinnamon-flavoured arousal gel. And then the room service menu comes with aphrodisiacs, which include asparagus.
Said
think
nobody
so.
ever. Should be oysters.
Pine nuts, ginger, oysters, and ginseng root.
Ginseng root.
So this is the amazing thing. You
see
go
that
to
one
the
coming.
Stanford Hotel, and please, everyone, if you want to do this today, go to the Stanford Hotels and Resorts page, right? Go to their website. Find the Black Label Enhancements page and their special offer. And then they've got a video there that you can click on to show you all about this wonderful
Their features.
this lounge, the love lounge that you can do, and it's protected so children can't see, but the password's right underneath in this lounge.
Well, that's nice.
So we're on it right now, and we're going to play the video. Here we
Sure.
go. So this is on a hotel. So it starts off.
She doesn't have a top on, Sean.
I noticed. I thought, is this real?
Are you okay?
Are you joking? So there's this guy just sitting back in this chair, and he's wearing his jocks. She's wearing a G-string, and
Oh,
they're
wait,
going.
Oh,
Sean,
no,
she-
there we go.
Hey.
There's another option. Now they've switched around.
Yeah. Oh.
No, oh,
Now
hello.
it's
kidding?
Now G-string's coming up.
Are you kidding?
This is not a hotel
She's nude.
website. What is happening?
Are you? Is this? What kind of?
That can't be good for his neck. I'm just saying.
This is just on the website. And now he's kissing her breast.
So Sean, you're just going to be doing a lot of research into hotels.
Oh
this
yeah,
afternoon.
yeah,
Is that what you're
absolutely. I
doing?
mean, I can get off RedTube in a heartbeat. Just watch this.
Look at this.
It's much cheaper.
Just like this, can I tell you, this video goes for 4 minutes. They're just...
They're actors.
Are they? They might just be, you know.
Why has he got his pants off?
Yeah, that is. I mean,
Oh, it is sexist.
she's
Yeah, it is
completely
sexist.
naked.
She's completely
and he's
naked
not.
and he's wearing boxer jocks.
No, but she's having a great time.
Oh,
to be fair.
they're in love.
They're not married.
Oh, are you joking?
Are they not married, Natalie?
Well, she's not wearing. She's wearing a ring on the wrong finger.
Don't
So
get
tell
it.
you
I
why.
don't
yeah,
get
so
it.
they're not married. This is.
So think
I'm
about
shocked.
this. You can hire this seat for $60.
He
They will bring it
looks
in.
dirty.
I just want to say, just pray for the one group of people at that hotel.
Housekeeping.
And they wheel it in like it's a porta
Spray
cop.
wipe, Dettol, bleach.
She's upside down.
What the hell?
This is on it.
How good's this seat?
How good this seat?
And I mean white leather, really.
Okay, what do you prefer, Nat? What the hell? Oh, Nat. Natalie, what colour seat would you prefer? You don't know
I mean,
white leather.
It shouldn't
I'm not
be
a fan of
white.
white leather.
It
no.
shouldn't be white.
No,
Shouldn't
I
be
mean
black.
and probably not
What,
leather.
Sean? If anything
Needs
should be
to be-
black, it should be that seat.
It needs to be hose downable, so not leather.
Are you joking? Who's going?
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Just a couple of nights ago, I was laying in bed and I was really keen to get to bed early and have a good old sleep. As usual, the wife was pouring at me.
Oh, I know.
just-
Well,
Oh, well,
you know
I mean,
why?
come on,
You're
not again.
irresistible.
Such a good-looking
Thanks,
man.
And all of a sudden, there was this just massive crash. It was like an explosion kind of went off.
Is that where you go?
Hey, ring the bell, mate. That was bloody great. And it was
Coming from where?
It was in our room somewhere, but I didn't know how far out of the house. It was in the front half of the house anyway. We turned the lights on and end up walking towards my bathroom, and it was a massive panes of glass that had been shattered into, that just rained out.
What door was it?
So I have a glass door, and it's not see-through. It's a frosted glass door on our toilet door, and it exploded. Like, it's literally exploded.
I've heard of all these, those tempered glass things.
Outdoor tables doing
it. There was, you remember those curved glass coffee tables? I don't know which place was selling them, but they were exploding there for a while as well.
Yes.
That's full on.
Yeah, so I know you guys have seen it before, but it's just ridiculous.
And it has
it looks like almost snow on the ground.
Into the tiny little cubes of glass, basically.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And I don't know how it's possible that something explodes like that, just decides, today's it, I'm done.
Can I just say, this is the most annoying of destruction, right? When something gets broken or blows up or stops working and you've done nothing to it.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Because that's going to cost you money, or like you got to speak to your insurance.
I spoke to the insurance just yesterday, and they said, how did it happen? I don't know, just gave up, exploded.
Yeah, and what did they say?
But what about... Did something happen?
So you didn't slam the door. It's not a door that's repeatedly slammed, I take it.
You've got to take that swing down in the bathroom, though, don't you?
I know. When people come over to a set,
I cannot believe Megan's head must hurt.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
Imagine just trying to get to sleep and then your toilet door explodes.
and no one was on it. Because people can say, in the toilet explosion, I get it.
You're in bed. It's extraordinary.
That's the worst destruction, when you've done nothing to aid it, when it's not your fault, and now you've got to pay for something that just decided to self-destruct. That's what we're talking about. Hello, Antonella.
So what's self-destructed?
My daughter and I were staging and cleansing a new apartment that we moved into. And just as we were about to leave the apartment to let it cleanse after the staging, all 6 strings of my acoustic guitar snapped.
So do you think...
No.
I mean, that's a bit ghostly, really, isn't it?
That is very ghostly.
The staging is to get rid of bad spirits.
And the bad spirits were furious and decided
they can be... You can get really, really stubborn ones as well that get angry.
And they obviously hate your guitar playing.
They do.
And all 6 strings just snapped.
At once. Including the G string.
That is weird, man.
I know, isn't it?
God,
That's
that would have been
freaky.
dangerous if you're sitting next to that guitar.
Yeah.
Whipped in the face by
whipped in the face, Sean. I've seen that in horror movies. Ooh.
Thanks, Antonella. Let's try Michelle again. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good, Michelle.
Better, Michelle. Okay.
Beautiful voice.
What's self-destructed?
My shoes.
What happened?
I had some amazing, gorgeous high heel shoes that I'd bought on holiday. And you don't want to be white girl wasted and trash those things when you're going out. So, I kept them in my wardrobe, wore them about 2 times. And then I got them out of my wardrobe to wear, walking through the house, and the bottom of the heel fell off. The glue on the bottom started flip-flopping around. The leather was peeling. And I'm like, what happened here? So they just exploded by themselves from being left alone.
Oh, come on. They gave up because you weren't using them.
They were
weren't
furious.
giving them the attention that they deserved.
Yeah, they basically, had a meltdown because I hadn't been wearing them and kept them too precious. So I think it goes to what your mum says and use the good china.
Yes,
because, I've wasted these beautiful hundreds of dollars of shoes.
China.
Yep, it's great advice.
Do you know what? I've got plates that I don't use and I'm waiting for guests.
You should invite some guests over.
I've got these plates to go use them as guests. I thought, if I die tomorrow, I've never used them.
What about your good shirt? Everyone's got a good shirt that they never lose.
I've got several good shirts.
You never use them.
No,
Waiting for the right time.
Waiting. They've still got the
Any
tags
day
and they're
now.
just waiting for the right
fishing
opportunity.
shirt.
Yeah, I've got fishing clothes too.
Thanks, Michelle. Tyler's in Maylands. Hello.
G'day, how you going, guys?
Good,
Hey,
Tyler.
Tyler. What's self-destructed?
My bus stop car when I was on the way to school.
Okay, so you were from a farm, I take it?
Yeah, you've got it. So I was probably about 7 years old on the way back from school, and me and my brothers were driving home, and the air vent started smoking. So we thought, all right, that's not right. We couldn't actually use the doors, so we had to smash a window. And when we climbed out, the car burst into flames and set the paddock on fire.
Yeah. It's not great. It's not a great outcome.
That did everything.
No, Dad wasn't happy.
No. I mean...
How did you... So did you have to spend the afternoon putting out the paddock fire then?
Well, I was about 7 and my brothers were a little bit older than me, so we just kind of went home and had some lollipops and ice creams while everyone else sorted it out pretty much.
That'll stop the blaze.
I mean, old enough to drive, not old enough to put out a fire.
Country life.
Yeah, country life.
Country life. That is so good. Tyler, how far was it to go to school each day for you?
Our driveway was 4 k's long.
Yeah.
Your driveway was 4 k's long.
So you would drive to the end of the driveway, leave the bunkie there, get on the bus, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Then we had motorbikes after that.
Yeah.
Jeez. God, if the bunkie and the motorbikes weren't working and Dad goes, go and check the mailbox, that was a bad day, wasn't it?
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat and Sean.
MKR is back and a special guest appearance from the one and only Curtis Stone, who joins us now. Curtis, hello.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, in the same chairs, doing the same job. haven't moved.
I love it.
Yeah. Hey, we were talking about My Restaurant Rules when you used to host that, and we were just talking about it yesterday on air, and back to Room 19. When I think that's when we first officially met you, Curtis.
I think that you might be right.
Oh, my God. You're bringing back lots of some fun, some scary memories. I like to talk about My Restaurant Rules as my first ever epic fail. But, it wasn't that bad, but it was a fun show to be a part of, nonetheless.
Epic fail is a bit, being a bit harsh.
Because when we were talking about Room 19 in Northbridge, right, the lineup for people, the amount of talk about it being in WA and stuff like that. So I can't see how that was a fail.
That wasn't
people
a fail.
were just everywhere, just trying to get a gaze of what was going on in there.
No, the show worked. The show was really good. I was just really bad on it. It was the first thing I'd ever done where I had to talk to camera.
No,
and
Curtis.
I was I was terrible.
I mean, there wasn't as much surfing as there was on Surfing the Menu.
Yeah, but I remember when you walked in, we thought, that is, you know what, he's got good hair.
Yeah.
It was like, that is some hair.
He's going to go places, that fella.
Yeah, you can just tell famous hair sometimes, and it's like, that's America. That's America hair, that is.
We were right. So then you took off and we stayed here still in the same chairs.
Hey, Curtis, talking about the shows, you're on so many, over in the US. There's Top Chef, Iron Chef, all the chefs. Yeah. And then My Kitchen Rules, which we're about to see you on. Do you do a line in any franchise?
I mean, look, MKR, as much as I'm joking about My Restaurant Rules, it's near and dear to my heart because, I kind of did start the format off with my Restaurant Rules, even though they fired me for season 2. I don't hold that against them. But, they bring me back for MKR, and it's awesome because it's like, these contestants are just everyday people, and I think that's what we love about them. But they have a passion for food, and they try and become wonderful chefs overnight, and of course that comes with lots of stress and drama and whatever, but they really do a good job. And I can remember coming back for this season and, every single thing I ate, I was like, oh my God, this is wonderful. Like the cooking in Australia has come a long way over the last couple of decades, and just to see people being able to produce the food that they are producing is really, really something.
My favourite is it happens every so often. There's a couple and you can tell the other person's been dragged on the show.
Yes. Yes. It's one person's idea and they desperately need someone to do it with
cracking
them.
eggs into a bowl wanting to kill themselves. I do enjoy that.
You look like you have a fantastic family. I was checking out that you did you were down in Tassie checking out some amazing restaurants in recent times. Some of the photos that you've put up of the food look amazing. Like they're completely stylish little parcels of stuff. Are they any good? Because they look amazing, but is it one of those things that you go, I paid $100 just to eat this little thing,
so it must be
and
good.
I have to go to McDonald's on the way out?
You know what? That's the biggest complaint about degustation type menus, right?
Yes.
Because you sit there for 10 courses and it takes 4 hours and they're little things of little bites and it's actually a really difficult thing to get right, because you also don't want people to leave stuffed where they're unbuttoning their jeans on their way out, or they're feeling like, oh my God, I feel like Christmas dinner just happened. So you want them to sort of leave feeling good but totally satisfied. And it's different for everyone. Like, I always think my wife taps out halfway through those meals and I'm still ready to go. So, like, even at the one table, there's different wants and needs, so you've got to sort of try and figure that out, and it is the difficult balance. But no, that restaurant we went to in Tassie, I think it was called Van Bones. It was so good. My God, if you're ever down there, you've got to check it out. It's the best meal I've had in years. It was really fabulous.
Wow. So, Curtis, because this is, what you just explained is the best meal you've had in years. I'm looking at a plate right now with 3 leaves with something wrapped in it. To me, whenever I go to an event or a situation that serves food like this, and we can beat this out, I call this small examples of bullshit. and I'm not about it. I'm about, if I'm going to go out to eat, I'm about getting a meal. Sure, how many times do I say it? We can be out at an event or whatever, and I go, oh my God. Small examples.
So take a stop for Nathan.
Yeah, but if that's one of 10 things that you're getting to experience lots of different things.
And that's why I don't like high tea either. They might bring out a tiny little burger that's the size of a 50-cent piece. I go, that was delicious. Too bad it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, give me something I can eat, Curtis.
Something a bit more substantial. Well, you'd be more suited to my restaurant when you would my other one more, because I have one of each. I have one that we do these tiny little... the key, though, is it has to be delicious. And there's wonderful examples of restaurants that are clever and inventive and creative and beautiful, but delicious is like right down on that list. And I'm like, that's nonsense. The first thing it has to be is so good.
Yes.
And I guess that as the chef, I'm like, but if you eat one thing that's amazing and you taste it and it's one mouthful and you're like, I want more. And I'm like, yeah, but wait for the next course because it's going to be even better, but you've got to get it right. That's the key.
Okay, how about this for an idea, right? So what if you have your little example of stupidity come out, your little parcel of whatever, and then I have the option after tasting that, after one bite, because that's all it is, and then I can go, that was amazing, can I have the big one? Thanks.
Yeah,
you double down on it. You start off with the 4 canapes and then you choose the one.
But then you might miss out on what's to come, which might be amazing.
But you know what? Sometimes that's what you need to do in life. Sometimes you need to stand firm and say, this is where I am, and this is where I'll end.
Then you're playing a dangerous game of when's the one that I double down on? Because it might be course 5 might be the one, and you've doubled down on course 2.
I'll know when I get it. I'll know when I get it.
You're just like my dad. He'd be so happy if every meal was fish and chips. He's like, it's a bunch of baloney. I don't get it. It's all stupid. And I'm like, but Dad, just go. You won't have it.
I mean, chips on the side of anything is a win. Is that a big feature at any of your restaurants?
Dad did give me this example though. He said, I don't like Thai food. I mean, fine, I'll have the chicken cashew every time I go, but I don't like it. I'm like, Dad, chicken cashew is not a Thai
Not Thai food. God,
I have to say, I think bad chips is a crime. If you've got a restaurant...
Yeah, definitely.
If you've got bad chips, that is ridiculous. Don't you think so? Because some people, you can just tell they've pulled out a bag out of the freezer, they've just whacked it in the deep fryer, and they come out and they're crap.
I agree. And, also they have to be hot. They have to be the perfect temperature.
Yes, they
There's a big difference in 60 seconds in the life of a chip.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just a little bit overdone for mine.
Totally get it.
A little bit overdone so that way they're crunchy.
So they stay crunchy. Curtis, look.
We love your work, Curtis.
Absolutely.
We'll be talking to you in 10 years. You'll have 400 restaurants and we'll still be here. So it's always a pleasure. Thanks, mate.
Good on you, Curtis.
So nice chatting to you guys. Thanks for having me.
Take care.
Bye, mate.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It was a big night for Andy Brayshaw from the Fremantle Dockers last night, taking out the Lee Matthews Trophy as the AFL Players' Most Valuable Player, and he joins us now. G'day, Andy.
G'day. Thanks for having me.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, Andrew, what's it like to win an award? We've never done one in radio. Is it a good feeling?
Yeah, it was a very special feeling last night. A really good night.
So this is the award that all the other players voted for the best player, and they settled on you. Every opposition player. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. It was an awesome feeling, and it didn't really sink in until we were all sitting up on stage, and I was looking around at some of the players that were sat beside me, and to think that they had all voted for me as the most valuable player for the season. It was an awesome feeling.
Yeah, you'd had an amazing year, Andy, all the way through. But I could see or feel what you were thinking when you're up there. Like, you're looking at people throughout your life that you've kind of had as heroes.
Yeah. Yes.
And now they're voting on you as the best amongst their peer group. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really was. And, I mean, I've grown up, supporting these guys and idolising them. And then, like you mentioned, for them to sort of recognise me as the most valuable player, it's something I'll never forget.
I would like for you to have had to campaign like you do when you
Yes.
want to be class president,
Yeah.
like so you walk around with vote for Andy muffins and like make up little badges and giving them out to people.
No.
But
Didn't quite get to that stage.
And of course, let's not forget All-Australian as well.
Oh, yeah, mate.
I can't believe you're the MVP, though, and they named you on the All-Australian bench. What the hell?
No, I was having a bit of a laugh about that with Lockie. He says the first time you make All-Australian, you have to be on the bench. So, just happy to be a part of the team.
Yeah, well, it was a great
It's a
achievement,
great honour.
obviously. How did you celebrate, mate? Did you get loose as a goose?
Yeah.
Couple of funnels? What happened?
No, we had to keep it pretty tame. Obviously, a big game next weekend. So my brothers were having a couple of drinks, but I just stayed on the Coke Zeros and, had a pretty quiet night.
Coke Zeros taste terrible.
I think so too.
Coke Zero, it's my favourite soft drink.
It's my best mate's favourite as well. It's just like Coke Zero, anything like that that's had the sugar taken out. It's just tastes. I'd rather not just participate. I don't want to participate if it's got no sugar in it.
Each to their own.
Yeah, I don't drink soft drink at all. So, but it's.
My mate's in that Pepsi Max, and I kind of feel the same. What is the point?
Yeah. Now all I do is I drink like Mount Franklin. That sparkling water with like a hint of real juice in there, and it's like, ugh.
Oh, you're living.
It's not good.
Andy, what I like last night is the story that Danger got you to tell about your brother trying to stitch you up, Hamish. Could you fill everybody in on that one? Because I thought it was lost on the room and it wouldn't be lost on this room.
So essentially, the whole family was meeting at a family friend's house that I'd never been to. And myself and my girlfriend Lizzie were late, and we had flowers for the wife. Anyway, Hamish, I messaged the group and say, which number is it? Is it 72 or 74? Because we couldn't tell by the car parking situation. So Ham goes, messages in, he's like, yeah, mate, 72, come in, we're all in the air just having a drink. And I knew that Hamish loves to try and stitch me up, so I called him just to confirm. I was like, mate, please don't lie to me here. Like, is it actually 72? And he's like, yeah, mate, 72.
Yeah, okay.
Lizzie and I walk into 72. This lady opens the door, and I'm not expecting, I don't really know what the wife's going to look like, so we just assume this is her, and like, you must be the wife of Dad's mate. And she goes, no, it can't be me. My husband's recently passed away.
Did you have to give her the flowers? What did you do?
We didn't know what to do. She had a bit of a laugh, and she ended up recognising who I was and thought it was quite funny, and ended up sending us the next door down. But when I came in and told that story to the whole household, Hamish realised how funny he thought it was and how mortified myself and Lizzie were.
Can I just say, anyone that has recently lost someone that decides to tell someone about it, my husband, you didn't have to tell me that. You could have said it's the wrong house. Why did you have to tell me your husband passed away? I know. I know it's probably top of mind for you, but keep that to yourself. Okay, that is so funny.
Andy, let's also revisit the magic of when you had to pay for Sean McManus's groceries.
So I think Shawnee had been loading up. It must have been at least a weekly shop. He ordered the house down, and then had to scoot. So this young girl at Woolworths came up to me and said, "Excuse me, I saw you talking to that man before, but he actually hasn't paid for his groceries. Is there any chance you can get him, call him?" And I didn't have Sean's number at the time, so ended up having to just save him once again. Tap the card, and he ended up coming around once he figured it out.
That's the number 8 legacy. You wear the number. This is what happens.
Yeah.
You have to do this all the time.
If you're free this afternoon, Sean's thinking of ram raiding a Foot Locker. If you could just pop in afterwards and just fix them up for that, that'd be great. Hey,
what a stitch up!
I want to know what sort of social media you follow, Andrew, because there's an Instagram account here that I thought you'd be all up. It's Andrew Brayshaw is hot. Instagram.
Well, yes.
Andrew Brayshaw
Of course
is
you'd
hot.
follow that,
So
wouldn't you?
Andrew _Brayshaw_ is _hot. There's 17 posts, 66 followers. They're following 44 people, and it's just got various pictures of here you are in the front of the microphone, and it's just gone underneath sexy.
That was from last night. A photo from last night. It's a screenshot, actually, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I might have to give it a follow.
Here's another one here. Snaffle MVP boss boys, and then like a
Yeah.
bit of a love heart.
Yeah, look at that.
Mate. Everyone, give it a
I'll take
follow.
it. I might have to. Yeah, I might have to.
Hey, Andy, it has been an amazing year for the Freo Dockers, but it gets real. You know, Ross
Yeah.
Lyon used to always say that the season's all about getting a spot in the starting grid, and now it really begins. Are you feeling that?
Yeah, there's definitely a sense of that at the club. This week's main focus has been recovery. It's been a long year for a lot of players, and this week just getting your body right, cherry ripe for the next month to come. And so starting on Monday of next week, that's when we'll really look into Western Bulldogs and really start looking towards Saturday night. It's really exciting, and like you mentioned, this is where the real stuff begins. And some of the players who have experienced it, Fifey, Dave Mundy, James Ash, guys that have played finals, we're going to definitely lean on them a fair bit, because I'd say majority of the playing group has never been there. So it's an exciting time for the club and for all the players involved.
I know you're taking just one game at a time, of course, but say if you're an Olympian, right?
Yep.
So you go to the Olympics, usually you come back and a lot of them get tattooed. Is it the same for premierships?
Yeah,
Yes.
premiership tattoos. Yeah.
What are you thinking, Andy?
Yeah, my brother Angus got a premiership tattoo last year on his butt.
Yeah, on his butt.
So on his butt. So if we're lucky enough to win one, I think I'll have to.
Just
You have to.
flag mantle across your
They'll
butt
be both
cheek.
chucking brown eyes at each other. One's got a Docker thing, one's got a demon. Just be full on.
Love your work, Andy.
Yeah,
Well,
it's going to be great, mate.
Great
Congratulations.
honours.
Yeah, it is, Nat. It's
Yeah.
a fantastic honour to be voted by your peers. Congratulations, mate. Look forward to a great finals campaign.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it.
And Sean will meet you in the checkout area of Woolies.
Absolutely, mate. I'm going harder this time.
See you there, mate.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.